Hey, what's up, guys? Sam here. Welcome back to now I get like very serious. Welcome up, guys. Welcome up. Welcome to the show. Today, guys, we're talking about a major new AirPods update that was released alongside some fresh rumors for iPhone 14. So let's go ahead and jump in. So what are you waiting for? If you're excited for today's video, drop a like down below. It seriously helps me and the channel out. And click that subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so that you never miss a beat. Yo, before we jump into the episode, though, just want to let you guys know that the latest episode of my podcast, Genius Bar, is out. It is always a good time every week, so check it out, link down below. Anyway, before we talk about the iPhone 14, I actually want to quickly cover this AirPods update that came out because, surprisingly, there seems to be a lot of interest in AirPods updates, which is impressive considering how difficult it is to update AirPods. The process is essentially throw them in their case, plug them in via Lightning, keep them close to your phone, and then sacrifice some small child around you just to get it to work. That being said, after your AirPods do get updated to the 4A400 version, you actually get a couple of the features that Apple announced at WWDC. Features that weren't in the initial iOS 15 launch that everybody was like, isn't this supposed to be here? And then Apple was like, just a week later. A couple of changes in this update, both of which are actually pretty cool. The first is better Find My integration. Now, for years now, you've been able to look for your AirPods in the Find My app, but you had to be connected to your AirPods via Bluetooth for anything to work, so you had to be pretty close, which, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, kind of eliminates the purpose of Find My. So I guess Apple realized that, and that's why they've added AirPods to the Find My network now. So just like your AirTag can be discovered by any Apple products anonymously in the world, that now applies to your AirPods, which is super cool that we're getting that on your existing AirPods. And it isn't literal AirTag functionality inside of your AirPods, but it does get close because you even get proximity finding, where as you do get closer to your AirPods, you get this cool little interface. Here's a video that shows you like, hey, you're almost there, you're getting a little bit closer, all right, you should basically be stepping on them. It's actually the second feature, though, that I think is a little bit cooler. It's called Conversation Boost, where if you have AirPods Pro specifically, I believe that's the only model that this works on, you can use the pods as like little beams, like to hear people's voices better. It sounds like it's able to pick up on the frequencies of somebody's voice that is near you and pick it up. Like here's an example from WWDC that Apple shows where you're sitting at a table outside with somebody else, but you want to hear the waiter more specifically. And I haven't actually been able to try this because I live alone and it's COVID and there's nobody. Hey, let's talk about the iPhone 14. I showed you guys the first ever renders of this a few weeks ago when John Prosser, the Mad Lad, revealed these like a week before the iPhone 13 came out. And making that video was weird because at the time we didn't even have the iPhone 13. But now that the iPhone 13 is out, I feel more comfortable talking about what's coming next year because like at least this year is over now. For this year, it's going to be all about the redesign, and this suggests that Apple will be switching from the 3-year to 2-year super cycle. I mean, it's pretty clear from these renders that even if Apple didn't change anything else, everyone would say, oh, that looks like the iPhone 4, and you've got the circular volume buttons and the speaker grills and even the two-tone glass on here that I think actually looks phenomenal. Like I'm pretty beyond excited for this design to materialize this year. And that was really fun to just say, oh, that's the iPhone 14 and not have to think about it for a year. But of course, the rumors have started back up again, and I wanted to start off with this first rumor that it's gonna have 2 terabytes of storage. Hey guys, 2 terabytes? 1 terabyte's not enough? How about 2? I feel directly attacked by this rumor. I do. I really think I was targeted. And is this how it feels? Is this what it's like to be picked on, ripped apart? Oh wait, no, I read the comments. That happens every day. Luckily, this is not from a good source or a source that I trust. It's from this random website called My Drivers, who gets a lot of things wrong. I would probably just guess their accuracy is maybe 15 to 20%, which is really bad. It's dog shit. Still don't believe me that that's not happening? Well, John Prosser, who was the first source to tell us that 1 terabyte was coming on the iPhone 13, actually told us that this year 2 terabytes is not happening. He reached out to his sources and said that they have not heard anything about 2 terabytes on iPhone 14. We barely escaped that one. Now, I have a feeling this rumor is going to keep coming up over the next couple of months, but I don't believe it for a second. There is no way that Apple is switching to 2 terabytes. Also, because apparently the technology needed to put 2 terabytes in an iPhone is less reliable and good than the other technology. There's like TLS and these other things. Just know it's not as good if it's 2 terabytes as 1 terabyte. And 2 terabytes on an iPhone? Like, I know some of you guys would buy it because y'all tweeted me about the 1 terabyte, and I was very upset for like a good day. But no one will convince me that you need 2 terabytes. You barely got me that some of you will actually get 1 terabyte. Nobody needs 2 terabytes. Don't at me. But there's a Weibo source that actually has some additional rumors for the iPhone 14 that I find a little bit more interesting. And normally with Weibo sources, I'm like, they don't really have a track record. But this source has gotten something right before, at least. Panda is Bald is the only source that said the iPad 9 would be coming at Apple's September 14th event, and they were right. And also, I have checked into it, just for those of you that are wondering. Panda is Bald. So in case you want to go support the pandas, I will leave a link to nothing down below, because the pandas need support. You know, to be fair, if you look like this, you probably do need some support. Like, that's a sad looking panda right there. Anyway, Panda is Bald has shared a couple of interesting details, suggesting that Apple is actually not going to go with this front fascia design that we first saw of the hole punch, and even that Guomin Shi has talked about, that the notch is actually staying again. But not the iPhone 12 notch or even the smaller iPhone 13 notch. It'll be a smaller notch. I'm thinking something like maybe a teardrop design, or maybe something that we've seen from OnePlus. And there's actually a lot of sentiment in the Apple community that Apple won't adopt the hole punch because, I mean, frankly, it does look like an Android phone. Android did it first years ago. It's caught on and become pretty mainstream. And if Apple adopts this, it wouldn't be what they like to do. Apple likes to bring something out and have everybody else copy them so that they know they were the original and the market moves in their direction. But Apple adopting the hole punch, which has been done by other manufacturers for years, would say the opposite. It's that Apple is following them and they're not following Apple. And I have to say, I think I agree with the community. I mean, that doesn't seem like a very Apple move. But Panda is Bald goes one step further and says, well, hey, Apple's actually not going to put under-screen Touch ID on the iPhone 14 as well, which would be really frustrating at this point, because we've been hearing it should have come back since 2020. Now it's 2021, and then again we wouldn't see it in 2022. Essentially, the moral of the story, the moral of this episode for these early iPhone 14 rumors is this: Apple doesn't finalize the iPhone design for months still. It will be January or February of next year before the actual final design is sent to factories and everything starts coming together for the release later in fall of 22, probably in September. So we're going to be talking about rumors and covering them because I find them interesting, but at the same time, nothing is final now. It's only when we get closer that we have more of an idea of what's going to happen, because Apple themselves will have a better idea of what they're doing exactly. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like down below. Hope you subscribed if you liked it, so you can keep watching and keep hanging out. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.